Genesis chapter 37. Joseph's dream. 1. Jacob dwelt in the land of Canaan, where his father had lived as a stranger. 2. This is the story of Jacob's family. When Joseph was 17, he shepherded the flocks with his brothers. He helped the sons of Bilhah and the sons of Zilpah, his father's wives, and he told his father of their bad reputation. 3. Now Israel was fond of Joseph more than of any other son, because he had been born to him in his old age, so she had a long tunic made for him. 4. When his brothers saw that their father liked him more than any other son, they hated him and could not talk to him amicably. 5. Once, Joseph had a dream, and when he told his brothers, they came to hate him even more. 6. Listen to the dream I had, he told them. 7. We were tying the sheaves of wheat in the field, when my sheaf got up and stood up, and its sheaves gathered around mine and bowed before him. 8. His brothers said to him, Then you will reign over us? You mean you're going to rule us? And they hated him even more, because of the dream and what he had said. 9. Then he had another dream and told his brothers, I had another dream, and this time the sun, the moon, and 11 stars bowed before me. 10. When he told his father and brothers, his father rebuked him and said to him, What dream was this that you had? Will I, your mother, and your brothers come to bow to the ground before you? 11. So his brothers were jealous of him. The father, however, reflected on this. Joseph is sold by the brothers. 12. Joseph's brothers had gone to tend their father's flocks near Shechem. 13. And Israel said to Joseph, As you know, your brethren are tending the flocks near Shechem. I want you to go there. Yes, sir, he replied. 14. His father said to him, Go see if all is well with your brothers and the flocks, and bring me news. Jacob sent him when he was in the valley of Hebron. But Joseph was lost as he approached Shechem. 15. A man found him wandering in the fields and asked him, What are you looking for? 16. He replied, I am looking for my brothers. Can you tell me where they are tending the flocks? 17. The man replied, They're already out of here. I heard them say, Let's go to Dothan. So Joseph went in search of his brothers and found them near Dothan. 18. But they saw him from afar, and before he arrived, they planned to kill him. 19. Here comes that dreamer, they would say to each other. 20. It's now. We will kill him and throw him into one of these wells, and we will say that a wild animal has devoured him. Then we'll see what becomes of your dreams. 21. When Reuben heard this, he tried to deliver him from their hands, saying, Let us not take his life. 22. He added, Don't spill blood. Throw him into that well in the wilderness, but don't touch him. Reuben proposed this with the intention of delivering him and taking him back to his father. 23. When Joseph arrived, his brothers tore off his long tunic. 24. They grabbed him and threw him into the well, which was empty and without water. 25. As they sat down to eat, they saw in the distance a caravan of Ishmaelites coming from Gilead. Their camels were laden with spices, balsam, and myrrh, which they carried to Egypt. 26. Judah then said to his brothers, What shall we gain if we kill our brother and hide his blood? 27. Let's sell it to the Ishmaelites. We will not touch him. After all, he is our brother. He is our own blood. And his brothers agreed. 28. When the Ismaili merchants of Midian approached, his brothers took Joseph out of the well and sold him for 20 pieces of silver to the Ishmaelites, who took him to Egypt. 29. When Reuben returned to the well and saw that Joseph was not there, he tore his robes. 30. And Turning to his brothers, he said, "The young man is not there. Where am I going from here?" 31. Then they killed a goat, dipped Joseph's tunic in blood. 32. And they sent her to her father with this message, "We find this. See if it's your son's tunic." 33. He recognized her and said, "It's my son's tunic." A wild animal devoured him. Joseph was torn to pieces. 34. Then Jacob tore his garments, clothed himself in sackcloth, and wept many days for his son. 35. All his sons and daughters came to comfort him, but he refused to be comforted, saying, "No. Weeping I will go down to the grave to my son." And she continued to cry for him. 36. In the meantime, in Egypt, the Midianites sold Joseph to Potiphar, Pharaoh's officer and captain of the guard.